Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Bardish here. We are here to talk about a really interesting subject today, which is the difference between direct-to-consumer clear aligners and professionally done clear aligners. And you better believe that there's a huge difference. With me today is our new patient concierge, Maria, who many of you probably know from seeing her in the office. And Maria is probably the perfect person to ask about this because she has experience with both. So first, let's talk about what was your experience like with Smile Direct Club is what you used, correct?
It is, yep.
So how did that go?
So if I had to make a list of like pros and cons, which should really be more cons and cons, cost, you 100% get what you pay for. You don't have communication with any real dentist. You have communication with a website. Interject and type in your questions, and then they may or may not get answered. It usually takes weeks to get answered, and by that time you're on to another aligner, and it may or may not even be relevant anymore. If you have any kind of issues, like for example, my lips sort of went numb for a while.
Okay.
Not kidding.
That's not good.
I texted my question a week and a half later. They came back with a generic. We don't really think that has anything to do with your aligners. You might want to see your doctor. No retainers. By the time they sent me retainers, my teeth had already shifted, and so I had to start the process over again. The main, what do we call it? Problem or side effect. They don't really pay attention to your bite. My teeth ended up being slightly straighter aesthetically. Maybe they looked a little bit better, but my bite was completely off. My back teeth, they didn't touch at all. As I think I walked back in and you said, what in the world happened to your mouth? They were touching only a one small spot in the front, which would have just trashed my teeth over time. So
we made the decision to pivot and go and have somebody do some professional clear aligners for her. So what was your experience like with going through it with a professional?
So much different, so much better, so much better. You only get a small amount of your aligners at one time, whereas with Smile Direct, you get your entire case at one time. You see that every 10 weeks, they take a look at what your progress is, answer any questions. It was just nice to have a doctor that you could reach to and get actual face-to-face or voice-to-voice communication. A longer process, but way more thorough as it should be. My mouth looked, my whole face, I think, looked completely different.
It was a night and day change, and where she is now compared to where she was is just completely different. The biggest thing here is make sure that you're paying attention to what you're buying. Understand that a professional needs to and should be involved. If you broke your arm, you wouldn't send out for a set your own broken arm kit. Please pay attention to what's important. This is your health, these are your teeth. You only get one set of them, so treat them correctly. If you have any interest in coming in and having us take a look at you for the possibility of doing some Invisalign here, we'd be happy to do that as well. Just reach out to our office. So hopefully you found this interesting and hopefully educational. And thank you very much to Maria for sharing her experience.